Good evening, everyone. Today we'll be talking about the topic role of education in reducing poverty. Before India got independence in 1947, Indian citizens witnessed problems after problems of the British soldiers. It was said that they have the authority to penetrate into the provinces where India resides. With guns, they entered the village, killed animals, domestic animals, for food. They exploited farmers by forcing them grow indigo cereals that can promote their business. However, back in the history, we have seen the intervention of Gandhiji. He was not a normal person. As we know, before India got independence, all citizens were under dominated by the British soldiers. The country has been divided into provinces, and each provinces has its own lieutenant governor who is responsible in administrating the respective provinces. Now, what happens after 1947? We all learn from the history that India got independence. We are free to do what we wanted. We are free to move around, sow what we want. Anyone who wants to be under the slave. I guess we don't have anyone, any single one, who wants to be a slave of the other. Now it comes to my mind that who changes? Who was responsible in changing the system of being slaves to a liberated person? It was no one but Mahatma Gandhi, the person we see on the Indian currency. Through his relentless effort and contribution to the society, the whole country has successfully been liberated from the British rule. Now consider his backgrounds. Is he a person from the middle class? Yes, he is. Was he educated or not? Is the main question. He possesses qualifications as a barrister. Back in village, he did very well during high schools, and later he transferred to London, England, for further studies of law. As an educated, he recognized the ill treatment, the ill behavior of the British. Before he was back from South Africa in 1915, there were lots of Indians who are not willing to obey British law. They tried killing the soldiers. without losing any time. They got killed, they got captured, and several people were hanged to death because of their actions against the British soldiers. They did not understand how to fight against their enemy. However, after the return of Gandhiji in 1915, he started non-violence movement. And over the movements organized by him, the most popular ones being the non-cooperation movement, instigated in 1920, and the other Dundee March in 1930, and finally Quit India movement, which led India to become independence. These are three movements organized by Gandhiji. Over the years, while the disciples, we should say, while the mob decided to use violence against the British, Gandhiji postponed, cancelled the movement. People did not understand that moment. But years after, the law could not be controlled by the British. They could not use force against the Indians in maintaining law and order. Since the uneducated person's involvement was right in the perception of the world, the British were willing to confer power back to the Indians who were once liberated from all types of colonial rules. So with his intervention, India is now an independent country.